Alright, I'm working on the speedometer of my 98 intruder vl1500. I'm trying to replace the polarized film on my odometer slash fuel gauge. I've never fooled with this before. I'm trying to make a video to help anybody else out if I'm successful. So, if you're seeing it, it was successful or successful enough to post it. First thing you do, get your speedometer off of your speedometer housing, bezel, whatever you want to call it. The little center part of your tank, little false tank. I undid 4 screws there. Got those sitting right there. Then I took a little screwdriver. That's my little screwdriver from right beside my 1/4-inch ratchet. And I just worked it all the way around that chrome piece to get that roll crimp off. It was a little bit of a pain, but having a beer or two while you're doing it, you'll be fine. And then I took, oh, there it goes. I took this here pick and I went in between the chrome piece and the actual speedometer bezel, and just a little pop after you got all the roll crimp off, and it breaks it loose pretty well. I'm gonna stop the video here, make some more progress, and then fill y'all in as I go. Alright, so whenever you get your face plate off, I got the whole speedometer out of here so I can work on it easier. So 4 screws off the back. Then you got 4 screws. One here, there, and there. Then you gotta take your speedometer handle off. Well, mine broke. Apparently they're very fragile. I got this little cell phone tool. I just stuck it up under there and barely popped it, and that thing came off at Mock Jesus. And I haven't even felt the hand yet, but it broke. I'll have to figure something out later. But yeah. So then you get your speedometer handle off. Hand, not handle. And those 4 screws. And then this little finesse. This will come off. This is clear. It had some type of foam to go around it to seal it off. Set that to the side. And now you're to the LCD screen, I think it's called. And no, that's your odometer and fuel gauge. And no, it's sun-baked. So just gonna gently, just ever so gently pick it up off of there. And then boom. So you see it's still got cracking and some damage. You're not gonna fix that without replacing your whole LCD screen. Whereas that's way above me. So I'm just gonna replace the polarized film. It should be a complete night and day difference. I could barely even see my stuff at nighttime. So this should be much better. So this is a polarized film. You can either buy polarized film on Amazon or eBay or something, get it shipped to you, or you just do what I'm doing, and I went to the dollar store and bought the biggest calculator I found, because that's when the numbers pop up on the calculator is polarized film, and I believe the biggest one I found should have the same height as this LCD screen. So I'm going to take this piece and go cut it out of my calculator. and see about putting it on here. I'll come back at y'all whenever I figure something out. Alright, I got inside to my calculator, tore it open. This is all you need. Cut the power strips from the calculator. So you're gonna have a hard screen, and then underneath this clear hard screen is gonna be your gray polarized film that you're gonna need. Get that out soft and gently. Don't tear it. Take your time with it, and then stick it over on there. Alright, so I was wrong. The polarized film was on top of it. What I did is I just started my knife under it, and after I got a good bit done, I put my thumb on it and I just pulled straight up, and hopefully right between the blade and that first little crease is the right size for me to transplant it on here and not have none of the creases. Yeah, she's gonna be the right size. But the important part is go back to the bike, plug it in, and turn it on, because it matters which way you hold that polarized film. Alright, so I got my speedometer plugged back into the bike, ignition on, and watch the magic happen. I know you can see it, because I can see it in person really well. There we are. I have to get the phone at the right angle. So, it does work. So you verify with your own eyes that the way you're going to have it put on is going to fit. Then you stick it on. So I got it stuck on. You can see it very nicely. 12,766, and I'm about empty on gas. So all I gotta do now is trim off your excess and put it all back together. I found my speedometer hand, so I'm gonna try to glue that back together, because I'd like to know how fast I'm going, or at least a roundabout idea. So I had to take the bulb out of my high beam and put it in for my speedometer, because apparently they went out. And as you can see, fully dark outside, lights on. You can see your fuel gauge just fine. You can see your mileage just fine. Now, I'm not gonna fully put it back together. I did order a universal speedometer needle. I don't know why I've been calling it a hand and handle. It's a damn needle. So, got one of those coming. Should be here Friday, hopefully. And yeah, it was fairly simple. The hardest part is getting the chrome bezel off of it with that roll crimp. But whenever I go to put it back together, I'm probably gonna go find a piece of brass, probably a bullet casing, and just use that to roll crimp it back down. Just take your time, be gentle with it, and it'll work out.